Okay, so guys, can you see the screen? Everyone, can you see the
Yes,
screen?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So, okay, fine. So after the home menu and insert menu, today we'll explore some more tools, some more menus. So see, I'm covering only some important points and some important tools because word is very vast. So I'm just focusing on the options, on the tools which are actually going to be very useful for you people. So we'll cover only those sections, those parts. So let's start with the design menu. Design menu. Here you have multiple designs options, layouts or the document formatting. This is one for when you actually prepare the document like a report or something like that. So this will keep in the parking and we'll learn it later on. Let's focus on the page background section. Here we have the watermark, then page color and the page border. So what is the watermark? So let me show you. See this way. Suppose you want to prepare a document and if you want to keep it secret or confidential, or if you just want to keep it safe, in that case you can use the watermark. Just like multiple options are there. So I'm just choosing the custom watermark, and what I want as a custom or as a watermark. So I just want, let's say, my roll number. For example, Pari is there. Pari, what's your full name?
Pari Agarwal.
Pari Agarwal. Is this right?
AGARWAL.
AGARWA. Yeah, it was there. And then 20 BPS. What's your roll number, Pari?
20 BPS 007.
007. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this text I want to keep as a watermark. So nobody can copy my document. So just press OK and see. Here you can see, right? So this is the watermark. The watermark is normally we use so nobody can copy the same document. This you can use for your assignment specially, because normally what people do, they just take your assignment and they just go and have the xerox of that. So in that case it's a safe method. So this is, and yes, this watermark you will find in each and every page. See, right? So in each, on each and every page you will have this watermark. So now after this, let's say I want to add, I want to give some page color. So also you can give the page color. Page color is something like which you can use like, suppose you want to make some brochure or the flyer, kind of that. So that type of design also you can prepare in the Word. So let's say I want to give this color, any color you can pick, any, let's say this color. So fine. So on each and every page you will get the background color or the page color. But this color you will be able to see only when you will have a color printout. After giving the color to the page, here we have the option of page border. So see, when you click on this page border option, there are three different sections: border, then page border, and the shading. So there is a difference. When we say borders, means it is specifically for some particular content like a text or the image. And but here we are talking about the page border. So just select this page border option, and in page border section, go for the box. This is the box, means see here in the preview you can see that what type of border it will look like. There is a shadow option, then 3D option is there, and some custom option. So first I'm choosing the box. After selecting the setting, now you can select the style, what type of border you want. Let's say I'm choosing this for example. Okay, so my page will look like this. Let's see on each and every page you'll get the border. These are kind of a jewelry type, we can say, that just to make your document more catchy, more beautiful, we use this type of things. Also in a page border there is one art option. See guys, art option is there. Suppose you can use any this fancy art style, border style. Let's pick anyone. See, and so many different patterns are there. So many different patterns are there. Let's pick any. I'm picking the first one. Okay, so this type of background you will get. It's a cupcake or a muffin type, suppose mushroom, whatever it is. So this is how your page will look like. You can change it again. Suppose you want to change. If you don't like, then also there are some artistic designs are there like this. Also you can have this type of designs. So is this page background concept is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is about the page background. After that, let's go to the layout menu. This is very important when, especially when you're going to have the print of this hard copy. So this section works well. See this. Okay, so see here you have a margin. Margin means, see, you can see that how much area you want for the printing purpose or for the text, and rest of all will go into the margin. So here margin. So here you have a normal, then narrow, moderate, wide, any you can keep. Let's say narrow. But before that, let me show you one more thing. I'm just removing the border and color and everything. No color. Even I don't want any watermark. Okay, so now it's clear. Now let's work with the text. Guys, remember what is the which function we use for quick text?
Random.
Can you please tell me so I can type? What should I type for that? Guys, what should I type for that to have a
Equal
quick
to RAND and bracket number.
RAND, and in the bracket let's have some number. Okay, so 10. Okay, so I got a quick text. Now let's go to the layout menu and see the different margin. You'll have an idea that how it changes. See, you can see the margin, right? The white open area. Then this is the narrow. This is the narrow margin. Then moderate. So multiple options you have. Normally, if we keep it normal. So this is the standard format, standard margin. After the margin, we have the orientation. Which type of orientation you want? Currently, it's a portrait. So you can go for the
Ma'am,
yes.
I have a doubt, ma'am. May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So margin, and you will say when you change the margin to narrow. So does it only change the margin of selected page or all pages?
Sorry, this is not clear. Can you please repeat your question?
Ma'am, when you change the margin, right?
Yes.
So does the margin change for all pages or just the selected page?
Whole document, all the pages, whole document.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So after the margin, orientation section. In orientation, you can see the page way, right? So if your document is need of the document is orientation, it requires, let's say, landscape, then you can keep it landscape. Okay, then the most important part, that is the size of the page. Guys, this is very important when you are going to take the print of your document, because standard printing page size is A4, right? So by default you'll find the A4, but suppose you want a letter size. Suppose you want to print the content on a legal page. Let me keep it portrait, and so you can notice the change or the size. See guys, this is the letter size, then legal, right? Legal page is quite little big. Then this is A4. This is the standard size. A4 size is the standard size. Then A3 is little big. So when you start your document and suppose you have to print that document, in that case, the very first thing that you need to do is the size. Change the size, change the margin, or set the page size, set the orientation, set the margin, and after that start your work. Because once you will do everything, if you will ready your content, and in the last if you will do all these things, that there are chances, 100% chances, that all the contents will get messed up, because it will change the content's place according to the size and the margin. So it is always advisable to set page size, orientation, and margin at the very first shot. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In certain documents or in certain projects, they ask for the indent, that left side indent should be this, right side indent should be this. So in that case, you can change the indent. Now just watch, guys, what is happening. So here you are, what you are doing actually, you are changing the indent. And suppose I select whole text in that case. Can anyone tell me that when, in which type of cases it is useful, this left indent? Which type of cases?
Ma'am, in where we can write subpoints?
Okay, anything else?
Ma'am, to keep it in folders.
Yes, very good. Anything else?
Ma'am, like question answer types.
Okay. Anything else?
Two separate paragraphs.
Okay. Let me add one important point regarding the left indent. That is especially when you want to bind your document. Like suppose you want a spiral binding or the normal binding. In that case, you need left indent quite large, right? So, got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the reason that normally we have the left indent, and many document ask that keep this left indent and keep the right indent. So this way you can change the indent. And after that, so indent is clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And here we have the spacing. So this spacing you have to notice, you have to observe that what is actually happening. What is happening, guys?
Ma'am, there's space between the each paragraphs.
Yes. And what about this?
Ma'am, same.
Spacing increases after each and every line.
Yeah.
Sentence.
Yes, ultimately both work similar, but this the before one will you can see the effect before the lines, and this after the lines. That is the only difference. So again, it depends that in which for which document you are creating. So based on that, you have to choose this spacing option wisely. So, guys, it was all about the layout when some important points we have discussed. After that, okay. So now let's, that is your one first project idea. So insert menu. In insert menu, there's a smart art option. In smart art options, there are so many different arts are there, you can see. So based on that, suppose it's a list type, then you can choose this. It's a process type, cycle, hierarchy. So your very first project is related with this, where you have to have anybody gone through the projects? No.
No, ma'am.
Good one. Actually, just go through all the projects. The first one is about the financial systems. You just have to make a chart of our Indian financial system, and there you can use this smart art graphics. I'm just showing you that how you can do this. Let's pick one. Let's say, okay, let's have this, and you can pick. Okay, I'm picking this one. So see here. Let's say I'm writing A. We'll have the B, then C. So this way you can prepare the chart, and here you have different colors. You can pick any color. Let's have this one. From here you can change the style. Different styles are there. And now if you want to add more sections, then simply, suppose I want to add the section, then simply select the one section, right click, and see here there is an option add shape. Add shape after, before, above, below, or add assistant. What do you want to do? So let's check add shape after. Okay, so it is in the side. Then let's say I'm saying add shape before, means before the current shape. Then let's say I'm saying above, so it will go above. Then below. So this way you can add different shapes. And if you want to write something over here, simply right click and edit text, and then you can write anything. Got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you have a chart. In the format menu, when you have selected the chart in the from the format menu, you can do the different work, like I want to fill the color. If you want to change the font, there are multiple things you can do with the in the format menu especially. So you can just do practice for this. So after the smart art, we have a chart. I have already explained this in the video. And yes, so guys, it was all about the layout menu.